Hello and welcome to Biltys Business Book Review number 15. Five more to go before I start on my own book, but these I've got two here today, two for the price of one. And it's all about being well read, well learned. Well, no shit, Simon, you're on a book review. But these two kind of work together in a way. It's all about understanding the language that is used. One is a literal sense, and the other is slightly less direct, which is the 30-second economics book. There are things that people allude to, it's a nice little book, that are about Keynesianism, supply side economics, things like purchasing price parity, game theory, and all this. All of these are covered off in this little book, which is really easy to read. There's one page on each key issue that are out there, one on each theory. It covers off people like John Maynard Keynes, David Ricardo, economists that kind of are always cited, and you'll hear it in the news, you'll hear it on any discussion about business, as what's called macroeconomics, which is the society side, the community side, the country side, rather than the microeconomics. And this covers both of them. So you'll find that you'll have to feel much more confident about the concepts behind it. If you buy this little book, $9.99 on Amazon, kind of makes sense. The second one is one of my all-time favorites, and it sounds a bit dull, but the Concise Oxford Dictionary. I was given this in 1983 when I was on Blockbusters. No, I know most of you have never heard of it, but basically it was a TV show, and I did all right-ish, I suppose, back at the age of 17. Well, I just found the video of it. It has been transferred from, their video. So if anybody wants to see a picture of me, age 17, on the telly, I can do a screen grab for you. But the beauty of being erudite, as in well-read, is that you use words, a broader range of words than many do. And what I tend to find is by looking at words that I don't understand, or I'm not sure if I understand exactly the meaning of it, you kind of read around on the way there and you pick up other words on the way through. So alacrity and things like that, these are words that you can actually use. And if you use them in the right context, of course, and grammatically correct, then actually you step apart from the mainstream, because most people have got a relatively narrow vocabulary, and understanding the actual meaning of the words is really quite powerful. And you'll be astounded how often that you actually do pick up new words and use them once you've got them up here. And so this is why one of my favorite books of all time, and these are both kind of work together in one sense. One is for, if you like, economic literacy, and the other is for literal literacy, is the Concise Oxford Dictionary, which, as I say, I've had for quite some years now. And it's brilliant to be able to just flick through occasionally. The words, if I pick it up, it's up by the side of my desk. If there are words that I don't understand, I will stop what I'm reading and try and learn them and try and understand the context of them, and then drop them into a conversation, either on email or when you're talking to somebody or doing a little video posting. It's important that you have a breadth of vocabulary that matches and mirrors the person that you're dealing with. And obviously, as you tend to deal with through your career, you deal with people of more senior nature as you get further and further up. You've got to keep pushing back. You've got to keep understanding. And if you pick up a word, if somebody says a word that you don't understand, note it down. Take a note somewhere in your head and actually look at it. Take it and put a note in, write it on the back of your hand. Not particularly sophisticated, I admit, but just send it to yourself and have a look at the phonetic, because usually you won't be able to spell it necessarily correctly. Phonetically do it and see, and Google's pretty good these days of actually saying, do you mean this? And that actually really does make a big difference to you. And every day you can use these kind of better words in your vocabulary. And if you do that, then people tend to think you're more intelligent than you may think you are. But actually, by picking them up and retaining them and using them and enriching your vocabulary allows you to have a significantly better gravitas in a conversation. So that was my 2 choices for today. I'll not put the dictionary up because you can get any of them, but that's my particular favourite, since Bob Holness gave it me all them years ago, is the Concise Oxford Dictionary. And then this is the 30-second economics, but which literally you can read in probably an hour and a half and understand much more about what is being talked about on the news or Newsnight or on Question Time if you're interested in these kind of things. Anyway, have a lovely day. Thank you for listening, and subscribe to my YouTube channel and you'll get some more. And soon there'll be coming the Marxist Capitalist Manifesto, which will be done a chapter at a time, thematically. I'll not be reading it, obviously. Jack and Ori, that will send you to sleep. There's another remarkably old reference, Simon. You're keeping the audience engrossed, I'm sure, on certainly not ingratiating yourself. But so I've got another 4 books that I'll be doing, and then I'm on to the Marxist Capitalist Manifesto, talk about how, in my mind, a business should be run fit for the post-COVID Generation Z, as they say generally in media, Generation Z, of course, being English, and millennial people that are out there, clients, suppliers, and of course, end consumers. Take care of yourself. Have a great day.